Hello and welcome to the React channel. I'm Fun Schnitzel Crumb, but you can call me Jordan. And today we are reacting to another Sabaton animated video. Now this one is Night Witches. Don't really know what to expect from this one except for probably another pilot sort of thing, like No Bullets Fly. I forgot to mention this in that video, is that I did watch all of the video. It just towards the end the capturing program that I use started to tear the images in the video, and then it threw the mic audio out of sync, and honestly a good chunk of it couldn't really save at the end, so I ended it where I did. But I promise you I did watch it all, and I promise I will try to make sure that everything gets saved in this one, so we don't have that issue again. So let's not muck around. Let's just dive straight into it. I'm expecting some great Sabaton music and this cool animated story. I can't wait. I enjoyed the last one. I'm expecting to enjoy this one. Let's get it.
The Germans are resting behind the lines of the Eastern Front, their tents in neat rows. All is in order in the quiet and still of the night. It's cold, and the winter snow crunches under the jackboot of a guard. Looking up into the sky, the snow starts to drift down. It's peaceful here. Was that a noise from the sky? No, it's just the wind. Suddenly, piercing the still of the night, there's an otherworldly scream and a whoosh as a dark form speeds by. And was that a woman's laughter in the distance? There are no engine sounds, and the suddenly fearful German soldier loses his footing and whispers under his breath, "Die Nachthexen." The world is all at once a bloom of fire and ash, and two more dark forms pass without a sound. Hearing the whooping and celebration of these supernatural creatures, the guard shakes himself from his fear and calls out, "Die Nachthexen! Die Nachthexen! The Night Witches!" In the sky above, 3 planes of the soon-to-be famous 588th Night Bomber Regiment, their engines now running, turn east for home. Time to rearm and refuel for another mission. Coming.
That is so cool. Okay, I was like, how would you not hear it? So they flew, turned their engines off, gliding overhead to drop their bombs. That is so smart, so clever. Oh, that's so cool. I love little history stories like this. It's fucking awesome.
East for home. Time to rearm and refuel for another mission. Coming into land, they're greeted by their commissar, Yevdokia Rashkevich. The young girls that form the pilots and navigators are between the ages of 17 and 26.
Wow.
They are desperate to take the fight to the Germans and have traveled from all over Russia to join the all-women regiments.
Wow.
The 588th is where the least skilled of all the women are placed. But that didn't stop them from carving their name in history. In the early days, they were largely ridiculed by the Soviet men. Given men's uniforms that were too big and shoes all of the same size, the women did the best they could with the clothes, making them fit with belts or filling the large men's shoes with stuffing. The equipment they were given was woefully out of date. The Polikarpov PO2 was a 2-man trainer, underpowered and made of cloth and wood. These old string bags were nicknamed crop dusters, or even worse, sewing machines, due to the noise their tiny engines made. But the women of the 588 ignored the taunts, and despite the odds, turned the plane's shortcomings to their advantage. The planes at maximum speeds were far below the stall speeds of any of the German fighters, giving them a tight turning circle.
Wow.
They were almost impossible to hit. They were susceptible to small arms fire and anti-aircraft guns, so their strategy was to attack in threes, with a navigator in each plane. At her signal, the pilot would cut the engines and swoop in slowly, silently, dropping their bombs, dealing death from above. Unexpected, undetected, stealth perfected. If necessary, the other two would draw fire from the fighters or from the ground. They slept during the day and rose at dusk to take their vengeance on the invaders. This unnatural bravery in their stealth tactics earned them their title, the Night Witches.
Hell.
The German ace,
yes.
Johannes Steinhoff, said, "We simply couldn't grasp that the Soviet airmen that caused us the greatest trouble were in fact women. These women feared nothing."
That is so cool. That is so cool. I love that. I love that through all the adversities and all the shit that these women copped, they still wanted to fight for their country. They still wanted to prove a point. Like, oh man. Even that bit where I was like, Germans couldn't believe what was happening, but to find out it was women, it's like, fuck you. Of course women could do that. It's the amazing story is that these women never gave in. They kept fighting. They kept pursuing it. They used their, what people would say, disadvantages and used them as advantages, and they were incredibly smart to cut power to their fighter plane and do damage and go in forms of 3 and used certain strategies and like, it's just, that is the cool story. The thing that if it's women, fantastic. It's just, but taking a disadvantage and making an advantage and still doing what you believe is right for the country and helping and supporting even after all the ridicule, it's wow. Those ladies, I take my hat off to them. That is truly, truly amazing. Oh, wow. Now we get to listen to a cool song. Oh, man. What a fantastic story. I love this.
She got it on the place, I know it's strong. That was number 1. Some were down below, they're looking for the foe. Others all around. You can hide, you can move, just a fight that attacks their bruise. In the dark, silent through the night, the witches on the fight. Never miss the mark. Canvas, wings of death, prepare to meet your fate. Night bomber regiment, 388. Undetected, unexpected, wings of glory, tell the story. Reation, deviation, undetected, still perfected. Foes are losing ground, retreat into the sound. Get this in the air. Suddenly appears, confirming all your fears. Strike from wishes there. Target bound from around, arrow sound from the battleground. This is aiming high. Blooding awaits, defeat them at the gates. Live to fight and fly. Canvas, wings of death, prepare to meet your fate. Night bomber legend
throws it out. Wait, before I laugh at that, was that a thing? That actually could have been a thing, right? Being small planes, they could probably only carry like a small amount of bombs. I wonder if the navigator or a pilot would carry a bomb between their legs or something, so when they're flying over, they could literally just toss it out. I shouldn't laugh at that, but that was probably a thing. Oh man, this tickles my fancy so much. I love this.
Canvas, wings of death, prepare to meet your fate. Night bomber regiment, 388. Undetected, unexpected, wings of glory, tell the story. Reation, deviation, undetected, still perfected.
Yep. Formation. Oh jeez. No.
Beneath the starlight of the heavens, unlikely heroes in the sky.
No. That's a big moon.
32 women, both pilots and navigators, never came home.
Oh.
The 588th became highly decorated and respected, flying more than 23,000 sorties, dropping over 3,000 tons of bombs.
What?
23 Night Witches were awarded the Hero of the Soviet Union, although
good.
they were disbanded just 6 months after the war, and not allowed to fly in the victory parade, given their planes were so slow. From 1956, after she retired from active service, their commissar Yevdokia Rashkevich took it upon herself to find the site of every single one of her girls that was downed, to mark the place and to pay her respects to each one of the incredibly brave Night Witches.
Wow. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, damn. It just got me right at the end, just where the commissar went to each location to pay respects to all the fallen women. Oh, wow. Oh, it snuck up on me. Oh. Yeah. It's yeah, it's wow, what a story. The Night Witches, Soviet women, so many, like, wow. I wonder how many women were in the 588 in total. So they lost 32. Is that half of them, or a quarter, or like a big? Wow. And what bullshit! Like, they should have still been allowed to have flown in the victory parade. Like, that was the great thing about their planes, is that they were slow and nimble. It was like, that was a part of what made them special. Don't throw that back in their face and say, oh, you're too slow to keep up with us, and like, just don't even bother coming. It's like, fuck you. Like, do you not understand what these women went through, what they done, what they sacrificed, and then just to get it thrown in your face like that? Man, that is awful. But great song. Typical Sabaton. Punchy, strong, a lot of rhymes, very catchy, just real good banging pace. And with the animated stories, or any story really that goes along with the song visually, really helps sell the song, the music, the story, like everything together. It's beautiful. That was cool. I really enjoyed that, and I don't think any of the capturing stuff failed or tore, so I think we're all good. Oh man, that was cool. I like that. I wonder if there are other, like, are there other animated stories that they do, or do their official videos kind of do a story with it? Because I've seen their live stuff, and the live stuff's great, but they have the visual to go along with their songs, because each song is a story or a moment in time or history. It's good to get that visual along with it. It creates the depth, and you can really get into the music and the story as well, get the message. So I'll have to suss out what other ones are good visuals to watch to really carry the momentum of the song. You guys, please let me know in the comments if there are any out there, which ones they are, give me the links, all that jazz, yada yada yada, you know what to do. Oh, amazing women, good on them. Good on them. Through everything, they still rise above it. It's amazing. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did, and please hit me up in the comments of other things you'd love to see in the future. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.